Good day, viewers. It will be very difficult for Bola Tinubu to remain in that seat as the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. On the 25th of February 2023, presidential election was conducted and the youth especially trooped out to vote for their choice in that election. But what the election turned out to be is something that is heartbroken. And ever since then, the process of addressing this issue have been detailed before the court of law. And the court has followed some processes, in hearing the suit. And day before yesterday, the first respondent was supposed to commence to defend the allegations leveled against the institution, that is INEC. But yesterday, they couldn't show up day before yesterday. They had 10 days to prepare to come and defend themselves. And they commenced yesterday and they promised to bring 3 witnesses, but only 1 witness showed up. The witnesses that are supposed to come day before yesterday couldn't come. And those people don't want to show up to defend INEC. So it's only 1 person that came to defend INEC in court. But that is not the issue. The issue is that the witness that came, he was unable to read out the result in the certified true copies of the IRF result that INEC has uploaded to the internet, to the INEC portal. So the Labour Party legal team cross-examined him. They asked him, "You are holding INEC certified true copies from IRF?" He said yes. And they asked him, "Can you tell us the number of voters or the number of people that voted as shown in the result you are holding?" He said no. Do you know the reason why? The results they uploaded were blurred, so you cannot see it. So this is a big issue because the Electoral Act of 2022 already stated obviously that before the result will be announced, that there will be electronic transmission of election result in real time. That is to say, when the voting has been concluded immediately, the result will be counted, then they will also transmit the election result in real time and everybody will see the election result. This is very important because it will enable those who rig election not to be able to do so. Normally, after the election have been conducted, after results have been counted before, what they normally do, they'll carry even the agents, the poor agents, party agents, they'll carry them. They'll go to local government center of that geopolitical zone. They'll go there and read them print from ECAs, that is those original results from polling unit. Some of them, they'll move them to state capital. If the governor is not supporting the party that won, he will do everything to change it before they will transmit the result to Abuja manually. So that is the problem people are facing. That is the problem we are facing. And that is why the electronic transmission of result has come to be a game changer in the sense that if they have transmitted a result electronically to the IRF portal, so even though you want to rig the election, it does not concern anybody. That result they have transmitted, you must tally it. Your national chairman have to view the result they are transmitted electronically. Does it tally with the result I am having at hand now? So if it doesn't go together, there is no need to go ahead call the result. So the attention of the INEC chairman has been drawn to this even before he called the result. Only thing he could say is that after he have called result, that people who are not pleased to go to court to address it. And now they have gone to court and they were unable to defend the fraud that they committed. There are so many issues that have been before this court of law, and many people are not talking about it. And INEC yesterday have closed their case against the Labour Party. That is to say, they don't have too much to say. They don't have too much to defend. They don't have any other thing to counter about the huge evidence that the Labour Party have brought before the court of law. So where are we going from here? What is going to happen? The truth is this. We don't know if the court is going to declare anybody winner. We don't know if court is going to declare somebody like Atiku winner or P2B or ANP or any other person. But it is obvious that the election will be cancelled. That is to say that we are going to prepare for the second election. But what is the condition? Who and who is going to run for the election? Is it going to be a run election that 2 people is going to run? Or is it going to be the cancellation of election? That is to say, this election did not hold. Because the blood result presented by Labour Party is about 18,000 something results. I'm talking about 18,000 sheets, not number of votes. So the 18,000 sheets, as calculated by the professor of mathematics, the statisticians that came as witness to testify for the Labour Party against INEC, the man shows that this result contains almost 3 million votes. So if 3 million votes are missing in the result, I don't think the election results supposed to be concluded or supposed to be called. Because we are talking about 3 million votes. So 3 million votes, if you add it to the vote it will be already had, will be having almost 10 million votes, 9 to 10 million votes. That has made him the winner. So who owns the vote that we applaud? So these are the questions that INEC has not been able to answer, and they have closed their case. You know what that means? It means that the Election Petition Court is going to look into what Labour Party has brought, since these people are unable to defend themselves. Now, I want to draw you back to the limelight about what happened at the Supreme Court because of the case of Oyetola and Adeleke of PDP and the opposition APC in Osun State. The apex court, the Supreme Court, affirmed that for the election to be concluded and result declared, that you must make reference to the electronic transmitted result in the IRF portal. So the result in the IRF portal has to be tallied with the result you are declaring. This is the position of the Supreme Court. So if the Supreme Court already have say in this ongoing issue, if the Supreme Court already have, a stand in this issue, I don't see the reason why the INEC could not be able to defend themselves. Before the election, they promised everything. The INEC chairman, Professor Yakubu Mahmoud, even 2 days before the election, before the international communities and everybody, he promised that there is no going back on electronic transmission of election result in real time, blah, 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 blah. Though he was saying the right thing because that was the position of the law. Even the INEC officer who is in charge of the voter sensitization, Barrister Konye, so the man also said that this is the position of the law. Not that INEC is going to do this, but this is what we're supposed to do. This is the position of the law. So everybody, we were happy because for the very first time we're going to practice, technology in our election. So that is the reason why a lot of youth got interest and they said they want to vote because they believe their vote is going to count. But it is very unfortunate as the election turned out to be something that we couldn't imagine. So, and that is why we are very, very optimistic that the judiciary is going to address this, because Nigeria is having up to 250 million population. They said only 25 million people voted. Now, the number of people that registered is equivalent to 108 million people. About 90 million, 300 and something thousand voters registered. But how many people turned out to vote? Or is it true that almost 50 million people voted and they suppressed their vote because they never wanted somebody to win? So these are the issues we are going to be waiting for court to address. So few days from now, few weeks from now, we will be seeing or hearing the justice that will be dispensed by this court. So let us cross our finger and believe that all hope is not lost. Thank you so much for watching this video.